Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen podcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
Well, hello, TT.
Hello, Queenie.
How are you?
I am well, thank you.
We are in the living room.
Dining room.
Dining room. Good Lord. Jesus. I'm sitting right here.
China closet.
We're in the china closet at TT's mother's house. No, we're in the dining room. But we are also in the flight path.
Yes, we are. So we may have some
pauses for some airline activity.
Yes. Did you see another plane crashed?
No.
Well, it didn't crash. It had to do an emergency landing. And when it landed, it burst into flame. And there was a picture this morning of people just standing out on the wing.
No, I missed that.
Yeah. American Airlines. Guess what? I'm flying tomorrow.
Wow, they've had a spate of...
Well, that is not reassuring. Thank you.
Yeah, but look at it this way. It's gotten out of the way for them.
I'm sure that's what the people on that flight said.
You know,
what are the chances? Oh, dear God.
And Southwest got rid of free luggage.
I saw that.
That sucks.
And you know, what's happening is people are, I wonder why, losing faith in the airlines and not flying as much.
I can't imagine.
You know, all these crashes, because there was that
near misses.
Other medevac helicopter.
Well, the medevac and then the one in D.C.
Yeah.
American Airlines flight.
Do you remember this many
before
incidents?
Before the one in D.C., the country had gone 18 years between major air disasters.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
yeah. But, it's okay. Got to cut the fat.
Cut the fat, air controllers,
cut the fat, cut the
radar,
heart, cut the lungs,
things like that.
Yeah.
At least I saw in Albany, the National Weather Service in Albany sent out a little alert that they're not going to be able to float their weather balloons any longer because of the cuts.
Yep. So we're basically not going to get any weather information.
Not updated, no.
Yeah.
So
not
just look out the window.
Just what it's going to come down to.
Feels pretty warm out there to me today.
Honey used to always say, when that whole Doppler weather thing started, he'd go, I got my own Doppler. All I got to do is look out the window.
Well, then we'll be dialing in for honey.
We'll be back to Doppler.
I know.
Personal Dopplers.
That's right. We'll be able to predict the
but
weather.
It's frightening to think about places that get huge storms and, places that have to prepare for wildfires, all
tornadoes,
that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
hurricane, little things like that.
Yeah.
Little natural disasters.
Says I got my own Doppler. All I gotta do is look out the window. It's all about honey's Doppler. It's all about honey's Doppler. It's all about honey's Doppler. Isn't it always? Isn't it always? Isn't it always? Isn't it always? All I gotta do is look out the window. It's all about honey's Doppler. It's all about honey's Doppler. It's all about
So here we are. Now, why, perchance, are we in the dining room of TT's mother?
Because TT could not get away to come up to our studio, and I'm leaving tomorrow for Wisco.
That's right. So today's actually Friday.
And we have been all over the place.
I know, we're a little
lately.
early again to this week.
And but you were very gracious in lugging all of our equipment down here to the dining room table.
No big a deal. We are here and we're set up very nicely, and we just injected a quarter stick of butter each directly into our hearts.
Oh my!
It was delicious.
Goodness. Those
Delicious.
French certainly know how to make a pastry.
They sure
Holy
do.
Shit.
They know how to live. That's
well, even though their lives may be shortened.
Oh, they're great lives, though.
They are. I mean, really,
how can you argue
Listen,
with
if
this?
I could eat this every day, I'd give up a couple years.
Oh, heck yeah. Especially now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's more behind us than there's ahead of us, right?
And what's immediately ahead of us is not pretty looking.
No, so why not enjoy it?
If we've got 15 years, it's
butter
going to take
pastries.
at least 10 years to get
clogged
out of
up.
This crap.
Oh
no, get out of the.
I thought you meant to get totally clogged up.
No, well, I am taking a statin, so I can pretty much eat what I want. I think. Or is that
that's how it works.
Is that not how it works?
I don't think so. I think you might be a little, misinformed by that. We can talk about that some other time.
Okay.
But yes, I had a lovely visit with Margot yesterday, and she was just gracious enough to bring back this delightful pastry known to Brittany in France from her visit home, and it's
to die for.
And apparently they do make them at PB Boulangerie.
Really?
In Wellfleet, but they fly off the shelves.
Well, no wonder.
Yes, now we know why.
You couldn't get them last summer.
I know. We're going to have to be at the door.
Yeah.
The crack of
with our noses pressed against the window.
We're here. Can you imagine having these on the cake? On the cake?
Oh, the waves crashing and the wind blowing and the sun.
Little morning coffee.
Could take it out onto the island.
We could take it out onto our island. I agree. I think it's a perfect snack. It's the perfect food. Food for all reasons and seasons. That sounds like a plan to me.
Thank you, Margot. It's wonderful, wonderful.
delicious.
And Margot will be opening her own bakery soon. So
a creperie. She's going to do crepes at the Delmar Farmers Market starting in May. So authentic French crepes, sweet and savory.
Oh, I'd love to try some of the savories because that's just very intriguing to me.
Buckwheat flour. Yes. So
yum.
Yes, we're just putting all
So you could go and have
din and then dessert.
And then dessert. Yeah.
Yes.
Crepes for everyone.
Crepes around the horn. What the hell? No, she's got nearly everything bureaucratically in place.
Okay.
So we'll see.
That's good. She's moving quickly.
She really is.
Good for her.
Determined. Absolutely. So that'll be fun. Once that's open, we'll be able to chow down on. Oh my God. This delightful pastry is
so good.
So freaking good.
Our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older.
Why don't you share with everyone about your experience calling the appliance repairman?
Well, I asked my neighbor if he could recommend someone because the little number that my mom had taped onto the dryer was no longer in service. It was probably out of service 25 years ago. But anyway, she has is it a Whirlpool or Maytag? One of those really good ones. So anyway, I call, I thought it was Cornwall Appliance. I Google Cornwall Appliance.
Right, they're right around the corner.
They're right around the corner.
Like an institution in the town of Colony.
Yeah,
it's been
been there forever.
What, the 60s, 50s?
Oh, yeah. I think it was his father's business.
Oh, God. So,
to start with.
And it hasn't changed a whole lot.
No, it hasn't. They don't have a website, So I had a little trouble finding the number, but I found it and I called and I said, hey, I'm wondering, my dryer isn't operating properly. The drum isn't spinning. Everything else is working, but it's not spinning. And I said, I think it might be a belt. She said, oh, yeah, it's a belt. It sounds like it. It might be something else too. But, and I said, she said, now where do you live? And I gave her the address. I said, oh, I'm right around the corner from you on da-da-da-da. And she said, where? And I said, in Colony. And she said, where are you calling from? And I said, Colony, New York. And she said, yeah, I'm in Canada. Canada. I was like, well, okay, what are the chances, right? Cornwall Plains. Well, come to find out that the one that's been here forever that I've driven past 1,000 times is Cornwall, not Cornwall.
Cornwall, not Cornwall.
Right. So anyway, but I did, when I found out I was speaking to someone in Canada, I did feel it was incumbent upon me to make an apology. I said, I am so sorry for what our president is doing. I just want you to know that.
How?
Oh my God. That is so good.
Holy crap.
That is so good.
She said we should heat it up too. Can you imagine this heated up?
You want to heat it up?
No. Bless you. Bless you.
It's almost like, it's like shortbread, but gooey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, is that good?
Oh, look at the flakiness.
Oh, I know. All the little layers. How do they do that?
I don't know. This is delicious. If she made these, she could be a gabillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
She brought this from France, or she made it?
From France.
From France. Oh, that is delicious. Mm-mm-mm.
Holy. This is...
It's like a...
This is...
It's like a sugar... Well, it's,
one of the best
it's butter,
things
sugar, and whatever,
I've ever
but
put
it's
in my mouth.
really, really good.
Oh my God. It's like if you could make butter into a pastry and sprinkle sugar on it. Holy moly. All right, I'm moving to France. Brittany. Well, it's the land of my people. Queen Amen.
Huh? Queen Aman. Queen Aman.
Queen Aman.
Queen Aman.
Queen Aman. Oh. Here's a recipe.
Aman. Oh my God, so good.
That is, wow.
Very, very rich.
Originated around 1860. The fattiest pastry in all of Europe.
All right.
Well, we kind of figured as much, right?
It's all butter.
Oh my God, it's butter. It's just like butter. Oh my God.
I know. Fattiest pastry in Europe.
Yeah, well, we can, that's kind of where it's coming in. Delish.
Oh my God.
I know.
Speaking of cholesterol.
Oh my God. Well, see, if I could just eat that every day.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm. What the hell? So you die a few years earlier. It's worth it.
So good. Oh my goodness.
It's worth it.
What's the latest butt buzz?
for us this week?
do.
What might that be?
I thought this was interesting, given our conversations about. It seems to be working.
I guess it's just been sitting on the table.
I think it's better that way because I'm not getting all those crackly sounds.
There you go. Well, TT just realized her lavalier mic is sitting on the table.
What an idiot.
Not attached to her clothing. But that's okay.
It's okay.
It's working.
It's working.
It's working.
Oh my goodness.
We're right on top of things. Well, it is morning, too.
It is.
I think we do our best work in the evening. Later in the day, we're a little more fermented.
All right. So I do have a story.
Okay. Feel free to share.
Let's just pick it up right there. Well, we've talked about how cannabis is actually overtaking the alcohol industry.
Oh, yes.
But there are some alcohol distributors that are very smartly diversifying. And this news story is about Wana Brands, which we've talked about before. That Wana Brands is getting its hemp-derived THC beverage line into Total Wine stores.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you go to Total Wine, it's in 9 states around the country.
Okay.
You can buy 3 different kinds of Wana beverages, both 5 milligram and 10 milligram. And so they also, this particular wine chain also carries drinks from, let me see, there's another one, another national big, Curaleaf.
Okay.
From Curaleaf. So I just thought that was really interesting.
The beverage market, yes. So I find it, so the cannabis-infused beverages are being sold in
wine stores.
Wine stores.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And this particular wine store that has many locations, like I said, it's in 9 states around the country. And Wana Brands is, I believe, one of the biggest edible providers in the country. So,
wow. Now, see, that would never fly in New York for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
New York doesn't allow multi-unit owners of liquor stores, wine and liquor stores. And there's no way that we can't even get wine in the grocery store. I can't imagine they're going to allow cannabis in the liquor stores. Too much bureaucracy and regulatory bullshit for that to happen.
For me, I thought the most interesting part of this, though, is that, there are people who are in the alcohol industry saying, oh boy.
Yeah.
We have to
shore up our...
Yeah, get on board this train here.
Absolutely, one way or the other.
Yep.
So, well, that is interesting, especially in light of the fact that this week, Sweet Potato is proposing 200% tariffs on European wines.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
200%.
200.
Yes, it's of course. I know you find this hard to believe. It's retaliatory, but
well, isn't everything?
So who knows what's going to be available? Even though,
oh my goodness.
Yeah. So,
yikes.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That they're definitely making inroads into that particular market. But as I said, unless there were really significant changes in the laws here in New York, I don't see that.
No, I don't think that will happen here. Yeah.
At least not in our lifetime.
Not well, and also because don't products have to be made in the state?
Well, it's interesting. It's made, or the cannabis has to be grown, or it has to be processed in New York. And there was another article in the paper just this morning about the cannabis industry in New York being harmed by kind of this under the table manipulation, whether or not these products, some products in dispensaries that are being sold are truly New York based at all. Right. They've just somehow skirted along. So, and the idea of the article was, is this harming our industry? It's harming the people who are following the letter of the law, doing what they should be doing. And by undercutting that, it's undercutting the whole industry.
The whole system. Well, I think that's sort of in line with the non-licensed suppliers of cannabis are really trying to crack down on that too.
Sure. So yeah, New York's trying to get their arms around some of these miscellaneous loose
suppliers.
ends. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay though. It's still,
It's still a relatively new industry.
It is.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and just to give you a little update, there's nothing new going on with the rescheduling.
Of course not. With everything else going on, I'm sure the rescheduling has probably fallen to.
Yeah, it is no longer a priority. No. I mean, the thing is, though, there are still people who, like, what I've been reading is there's so much going on. Pick one thing, you know?
Well, you can't pay attention to any one thing because there's so much going on.
So people who have always had this desire to support, you know, the rescheduling of cannabis are still out there working for it. You know, It's just that with everything else going on, there's not going to be
incoming
choppers.
No, it's true. I mean, there are people that are still working on this, but it's just so distracting. There's just so much going on.
And I think, I do think that there are a lot of people who are working really, really hard to basically salvage all the damage that's being done, so we have to remain hopeful in that regard.
We hopefully have to be hopeful.
Hopefully we can be hopeful.
Hopefully we can be hopeful.
There are many, many smart people who are not horrible people.
There are many, many smart people that aren't horrible people. We just have to surround ourselves with those people.
That's right.
Good God. It's damn disgusting, though.
I woke up this morning, started my routine. Coffee's nice, but nicer with some good old green. Gummy bears dancing, brownies in a tray. My butt tenders asking what you had today. What have you consumed today? A cookie, a gummy, or a potent J? Did you vape it, dab it, or roll your own way? Tell me what cannabis you consumed today.
So, TT, what have we consumed today?
Well, I was fortunate enough for you to share with me some of your high dose drops from Heirloom.
Heirloom.
No,
it's really Heirloom. Yeah, you're right. Yes, Heirloom, our favorite. They're one of our favorites because we've had their beverages.
Yes, we love their beverages.
Had their elixir, their little tinctures in the past. They also have vape pens, little vape cartridges. So yeah, they've got gummies too.
Yes, they do.
So this is the high dose drops. These are just full spectrum THC. So yeah, it's all good.
And they're faster acting than, like, if I had taken a gummy, it would have taken a while for it to kick in. So
right, and we didn't have time to wait.
No time. I should have taken it at 6:00 this morning.
We're at a tight time frame here. We've got to get moving. So yes, and this is oil based also. So this is not the same as the beverage enhancer,
right?
So the beverage enhancer drops.
They're water soluble.
Yeah, they're water soluble. So it's a totally different mouth feel and a different purpose, right?
Yeah, it gets absorbed in a different way.
And you could put that in beverages. This with the oil, it's more like a coconut oil. It's coconut oil.
It'll float on top, right?
Yeah, it's not going to do anything to. So we just merely put this under our tongues, allowing the
cannabinoids
to be absorbed through the delicate mucosal lining of our mouth.
Yeah.
Right. So there's lots of blood vessels there.
Yeah, and lots of
just go
salivary glands.
Right, just suck right into our old blood system.
Yeah.
Blood system?
Circulatory system.
Bloodstream.
Oh,
I see. I'm mixing things again. See, I'm just trying to cut right through, being ultra efficient.
Making your own words.
We are pleased to welcome back for your enduring podcast pleasure. Is it a strain or figment of Queenie's brain?
Are you ready to play everybody's favorite game? Is it a strain or a figment of Queenie's brain?
Well, I think I'm ready.
She thinks she's ready.
Every
folks.
week I say that, and I have been way off the last few weeks. But I'm ready to give it a shot.
We'll see how you do this
Okay.
week because there's been no rhyme or reason. So really, every week is a crapshoot.
It is. This is true.
Basically. So this week's selection is, and I think you'll like this. It'll give you plenty to talk about. Let's put it that way. Purple monkey balls.
Purple monkey balls. Oh my goodness.
Is that indeed a strain?
Wow, I hope so.
Is it a figment of Queenie's brain?
Oh, wow.
Which
Purple. Well,
let's break this down.
Let's break it down
Let's
because
break it down.
It could be a strain because there are cannabis plants that are the buds are largely purple, and we've got purple haze and purple this and purple that. So that makes sense. The monkey balls part is a little confusing, but. The first thing I thought of when you said that was there are those, of course, it's not their balls, it's the monkeys with the bare butts, they look like their butts are shaved.
Yes.
I thought of them. But there's a monkey with blue something on it. What is it?
Blue,
not blue balls.
Blue
I don't
balls.
know.
A
Could
monkey
be.
with blue balls.
Blue balls. Okay.
No, wait, really?
I don't know. No,
Something
maybe not.
blue?
I thought so.
A monkey with something?
No,
You're thinking
maybe
of
not.
blue-footed boobies?
No.
They're cool birds.
They are. What am I thinking of? I don't know. I probably
With
made it
blue.
up in my head.
A monkey with blue.
What would be blue?
A
No.
bonobo?
You know what?
They have big
bonobo.
noses.
No, I'm thinking of no.
They have proboscis.
Proboscis. They're not big. But they're not blue.
No, they're not. They've got big proboscis.
Yeah.
Proboscis.
But nobody knows
It's
about
got
their
nothing
balls.
to do anything with their balls.
But blue balls are.
Well, they don't
what
hide
blue
their balls. They're not
are.
wearing underwear.
No.
So you could see their
But
balls.
well, if you have a certain vantage point, I suppose. They squat a lot.
Underneath.
That's true. Underneath.
They're up in the trees.
Yeah.
It's quite the vantage point.
Show me your balls. I think.
Do I know what blue balls are?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay. So it could be referring to that.
As a cannabis strain?
Unfulfilled monkeys.
Very frustrated monkeys.
Very frustrated. So,
What could that be communicating? Here, have this. It'll make you feel like a frustrated monkey.
no, I don't think that's a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing. We don't want to feel like frustrated monkeys.
So, yeah. Although blue balls could refer to marbles.
Really?
Not really.
Not
No,
really
no.
at all.
I don't think there was ever a bluey marble, was there?
I don't know. I was really never into marbles.
No. I think there were steelies and
Twirlies.
I forget what else. Yeah, I don't know. But okay, but no blueies probably. Then there's blue balls.
Well, we know you keep focusing on blue balls. That seems to be a
well, we already talked
recurring
about the
theme.
purple.
We
part.
did talk. Well, now you're introducing another color.
Oh, right. So, okay. What was the name of it again?
Purple monkey balls.
Okay.
Purple monkey ball. Monkey ball.
I would guess monkey
Purple
balls might all be purple. I don't know. Can you call to mind
what
monkey testicles
what
in your
would-
mind?
whether they're purple or not? No,
Yeah.
I don't believe I've recalled seeing any purple monkey testicles in my years of observing male monkeys from below. No,
All those years you spent.
those years of studying the the traits of the male monkey. And
I'm going to say that this is a strain.
TT has decided that purple monkey balls is a strain,
Yes.
and God knows, but
It's the purple part of it.
the purple part. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's
all
all.
you need.
I'm going
That's
on- going
just
with
sticking
purple.
strictly with the purple
Yeah.
because it says purple. Therefore, it is a strain.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Well, would you be surprised to learn that you were absolutely correct?
I
You are.
Yay! I have a
Purple monkey
win.
balls is truly a strain.
That's
It is a
crazy.
real, honest to goodness cannabis strain. The genetic heritage of purple monkey balls is somewhat murky. What we do know is that it is an indica dominant mix of a Northern Californian purple strain. Some claim Mendo Purps, others Granddaddy Purple, and an indica from Afghanistan believed to be Deep Chunk. The bulbous purple buds produces a fruity grape aroma that gives way to sweet flavors of pine and berry. The sedating of indica effects produce deep relaxation, great for chronic pain, but best saved for the end of the day if you need to remain productive. So purple monkey balls is not something you're going to take if you've got a lot to do.
Right. That's more an into couch kind of.
This is a chill strain.
Yeah.
You want to just,
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here with my purple monkey balls and just chill out. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Like
Yeah,
purple monkey balls.
I'll remember the name of that one.
Well, I wonder how much money it would take for you to walk right up to a bud tender and ask them if they had any purple monkey balls.
Excuse me, do you have purple monkey balls?
I'm in desperate need of purple monkey balls.
Well, ma'am,
Ma'am?
I don't think my balls are any of your business.
They're not purple, nor are they monkey. So there's the latest
All right.
and greatest. Yeah, another indica dominant.
That's that.
These names of strains are quite interesting.
They are
though.
so interesting.
People,
I find it interesting too that they're not quite sure about what the lineage is.
Well,
Is that the right word or
I would say the genetic profile.
There you
maybe.
go. Yeah.
Like what was crossed with what.
Right.
But whatever it was, it gave us purple monkey balls.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Wow. Say no more.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
If you have a query, my dearie, that can't be answered by Siri, turn to Mary Jane in your time of need. She's got all the answers about weed. Whoa, weed.
All righty. Now it's time for our question.
Oh, Mary Jane, I have been wondering, how do I navigate conversations with my doctor about cannabis use without feeling judged?
Oh, honey, welcome to the club. Having the talk with your doctor about cannabis can feel like admitting you've been sneaking out to disco dance behind their back. But it shouldn't. You deserve healthcare that supports your choices, not side-eyes them. The secret? Approach it like any other wellness conversation. You're not confessing. You're advocating. Say something like, I've been using cannabis for sleep, stress, pain, and I'd like to make sure it's not interacting with anything else I'm doing. See how calm and reasonable that sounds? Because it is. Most doctors today have at least some understanding of cannabis, especially in states like New York. And if yours doesn't, that's not a you problem, darling. That's a them problem. You're not asking for permission. You're giving them full context to help you manage your health. And if they get judgy, that's your cue to find a new doctor who isn't stuck in 1983. You deserve care that sees you, supports you, and doesn't make you feel like you're hiding in the bathroom with a joint.
There you go.
That is excellent advice.
That is excellent advice. So, TT, I'm just curious. Have you gone there with any of your physicians? Have you fessed up or admitted to using
I
the
have.
devil's lettuce?
The last time I saw my physician for an annual physical was last summer, I think, or fall. I guess it was in the fall.
Was
And,
this your Medicare visit?
Oh, I think it was. Oh, shush.
I'm in the same boat.
Yep. And the person who does the initial screening with you, the nurse who comes in and asks, they always ask, are you using any illegal substances? And I said to her, it's not illegal in New York where I'm staying, but it's not legal yet here. It's been decriminalized. I said, I do use cannabis occasionally. And she said, oh, I hear you. I'm from California.
Oh, man, yeah.
I know. So she was very understanding. And then the doctor just said, okay, cannabis once in a while. All right. That's fine. Yeah, she was cool with it. So I feel like I'm in the right place.
Yes, I must agree. I, with my internal medicine practitioner, my primary care physician, I had to change a few years back because my physician retired. And in the interim, I had begun using cannabis. And yeah, I was very honest.
Yep.
I figured, what the heck?
Well, they need all the information.
They need all the information.
In order to be able to help you make good decisions about your body.
And by not talking about it, you're not furthering the whole concept of
normalcy,
right. And removing the stigma,
right,
and really just embracing the plant as is.
Right. Yes.
I shouldn't be drinking seltzer water while trying to do a podcast because, a little bubbly.
Little belcher.
Excuse me. So yes, I've been very open and very matter of fact about it.
I would imagine it might be harder in places where it is not legal.
True.
To be open and honest about it. Or especially in places where not only is it not legal, but it's being prosecuted.
Yes, I think that would be a challenge. It would be a challenge to therefore admit that perhaps I'm
doing something illegal, basically.
Correct. So I no judgment here. No, if that's your comfort level, and if you do live in a state or a country where cannabis is not legal, you certainly don't want to jeopardize your situation. However, you could make the argument that in very rare occasions does cannabis interfere with
something else I might be taking. My statin, for example.
Yeah. So I think it helps normalize everything if we just treat it. But I think the nomenclature has to change too, because it's either recreational drug, which negative connotation, saying drug, or illegal substances.
Right.
And it's no longer, as you pointed out, it's no longer illegal in New York. But I think that there are probably some practices and physicians that are still...
What would be the alternative language that they would use? Like, I'm just trying to think, how do they approach alcohol? Do you drink alcohol? I guess they ask that.
Right. So
do you consume cannabis?
Correct. I would
That's
just
all
come
they have
out
to
and
do.
say,
Do you consume cannabis? How often? They ask you how often you drink. And that
correct.
Kind of
and I think, if you... The only thing... Not the only thing, but I think... Rightly so, a physician may be concerned with smoking. So smoking cannabis. So,
if somebody has some sort of a pulmonary issue.
Or not, because it's not, the healthiest thing to be inhaling anything into your body.
True.
So yes, that would be an opportunity perhaps for a physician to push back a little bit. Again, depending upon what you're presenting with. But, just the overall idea of, smoking is probably not the coolest thing you can be doing to your body. But, hey, like I said earlier, we've got more behind us than we do ahead of us. So we got to, you got to weigh all that out. So, so these are conversations that should be really, not anxiety producing, but I think Mary Jane pointed out, just calm and reasonable, just matter of fact.
I think that's great. I think the way she presented it was so helpful, because I think there is a tendency, if you're not sure, to feel a little bit ashamed or tentative and project
you're going to be lectured.
Yeah, right. So, just saying, yep, this is what I'm doing, and I just want you to have this piece of information so that we can
make sure
plan my healthcare accordingly. Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely. Perfect thing to say.
Yeah.
Say no more. There's no need.
There's no need.
There's no need.
Don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to cringe or cower.
No cringing or cowering required. Well, TT, have a wonderful time in Wisco with Honey.
Thank you.
And we'll be recording remotely next week.
Unless you want to wait to record I get back Monday.
You're only going for a week?
A little over a week, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's all my
sisters.
My compatriots could manage, yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, yeah, we can wait till Monday.
Okay.
Well, forget what I just said, folks. We're going to be side by side again for the next recording.
Yay! I'd
that
rather
was a
do that. I
pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I see here all this time. I'm thinking you're going to be gone for 2 weeks, and it's
and I
only one.
usually am. Yeah.
Oh, what a nice surprise! And the weather's turning.
It is
for the
my
better.
Goodness, thank goodness.
It's going to get up into the 60s here today, so we can.
Everything is melted.
Yes. Well, we still have some.
Do you still have some? Oh my goodness.
Some areas in our yard that are still snow and or ice clad, covered. So I think today I'll do it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we've got a little more tree cover too.
That's true.
Very, treed neighborhood. A lot of mature oaks and pine.
Big ones.
Big ones. Yeah, that I was watching when we had our high wind warnings the other day. I was just watching
swaying.
Them swaying, 200 feet in the air. Yeah, big enough to hit my house. So we'll see. So, well, everybody have a wonderful week, and we'll talk again next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Sound.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review as it helps others find us. Peace out.
Queen